Hi guys, Tammy here, having a cup of tea. Hope you're joining me with a cup of tea and my journey with having my awakening moment with Yeshua. So in my testimony, hopefully you're joining me with everything. Watch my videos. This is my third video, and it's been a journey, let me tell you. Um, so this topic, this video is in regards to something supernatural that happened to me back on June 11th of 1990. My parents were they were going through divorce, so I ended up going and I did go to like a revival type thing, and I got saved. And so on June 11th of 1990, I was with my ex, which we weren't married yet, and I was riding on the back of his motorcycle. It was his dad's motorcycle. And I was riding on the back of his motorcycle, and there was a tractor trailer truck that was on the main road, and we thought it was disabled because it didn't have any lights on or anything. It was stopped. And the road, there was a road over here to the right. It was like a little dirt road, and it went to like a state barn, but it wasn't really like highly used, so didn't think that it was going to be turning there, but because it didn't have any lights on, it looked like it was lost or whatever. But anyway, we were coming down behind this truck, and the truck, so he decided to go beside the truck on this side because there was cars coming this way to pass it, and the truck decided to turn on us. And when it turned, he lost control in the stones on the motorcycle, and he went flying off and ended up behind me, and I was trapped underneath the motorcycle. And next thing I know, I just remember that I was like, I felt like I was taking out of my body, and I don't know who had me or where. I just saw, like, I was taken out of my body by a being, and I saw, like, the whole thing in, like, 3D. I guess I can't even really explain it. Like, I saw myself as if I looked like a dummy laying there, and I saw the tractor trailer truck go up over my ex's leg, and it ran up over top of my head and down the other side. It lifted the truck up in the air, and at the same time I'm seeing it, I also was like feeling it, but like a 3D movie or something. And I remember he was freaking out, panicking. More tried to grab me to get me up, and at that moment, I believe that people must have saw the accident because there's people all over, and they're like telling him you can't take her anywhere. But at the same time, before he got up, I was slammed back into I was put back into my body. It was like I was out of my body, but I never lost consciousness. And I remember feeling the pain then. I felt the pain. And the pain came because I was stuck under the motorcycle, and my leg was burning from the pipes. And they had to remove me, get me off from the motorcycle. He got the motorcycle off me. I had a full face helmet on. Thank God that my brother I borrowed that day. My brother bought it from Kmart for $19.99. And I wore it for the very first time, and it was right here. It had a piece right here, and I remember when my face went. So I remember it came up, turned my head this way, and I was in a mud puddle. I don't know. It was crazy. Like they took me to the hospital, and I remember them calling my mom. Like they called my mom, and my mom told me that they told her right on the phone when she was 30 miles away. Your daughter was just ran over by a tractor. Your daughter's head was ran over by a tractor trailer truck. So she had no idea what to expect. I remember getting in the ambulance, and they telling me to stay conscious, stay with us, stay with us, stay with us. So I was talking about my cats and what animals at the time, and I remember the conversation. I get to the hospital, I just wouldn't shut up. I'm good at talking, so I never shut up. And I laid there for hours. They never looked at me, never cleaned me up, never did anything. Matter of fact, my ex had his leg cleaned because he had some dirt and stuff from his leg when he kind of slid on the stones a little bit, like brush burn. And they didn't even examine me. It was hours. So when my mom got there, which, like I said, was 30 minutes away, she saw fluid coming out of my ear, and she started screaming. And they finally then took me in and started getting me cleaned up and looked to see what was going on. I had a head skull fracture. I had several pelvic fractures. I had burns over my legs. I had to cut my jeans off me, the whole thing. And I got transferred to Williamsport Hospital because I didn't really want to stay there because they didn't really even see the liquid and blood coming out of my ears. But so I went there, and I was in there, the hospital, for about 2 weeks. Had to learn to walk again, and they would scrape my burns and my legs, and I still had the battle scars, got some damaged muscles and stuff, but I do know that they told me that they didn't think I would be able to have children, which I have 2 wonderful grown children today, so that's a miracle. So I believe that that whole incident was a total miracle. God was with me. I believe that Jesus had taken me from my body, and because I know I was watching it from somewhere else, and I felt peace when it didn't even look like me, so it was just really strange. And I had to learn to walk again. And I was there for 2 weeks. I had to learn to walk again, and I was on crutches for like 3 months. And then I ended up getting married. I think it was 3 months later. It was like August 11th of 1990, which is another story. But anyway, I believe that because to this day I don't have any pain from that accident. Like, I should be like, after all that, after I healed, after about 3 months, I was off the crutches and stuff. My legs with all the burns and everything, my muscle damage, my head skull. I do not have any pain. I believe that's a miracle. I believe that God had saved me for a reason, and I believe that reason is going to be coming in one of these videos here coming up, because this is my journey. This is my testimony, and this just does not happen to everybody. I think everybody has their own testimony, their own journey, but if you tell people you were ran over by a tractor trailer truck, they look at you like, what? Yes, I survived a motorcycle accident on a tractor trailer, with a tractor trailer truck, and I ride today, but I ride my own motorcycle, but that's another story. But anyway, this journey has been quite some time that God's been knocking at my door and knocking at my door. And I was seeking at the same time, but not having a background of a church background. It was like I was trying to figure out the clues, and I knew God was there in my life, but I just didn't know how to get to him, like how to get fully to him. And when you see what he does in another video, because it's another story, and where he just plucks me up and puts me here, it's crazy. And I've had so many things in between this time, things that happened to me that like fill books. But these are just the main ones that are coming out, and wanted to share with you. And I can't wait to get into some biblical things as well. what I'm learning there, because, like I said, I don't have a degree in biblical things. I don't have a church that I go to. Everything I've learned was downloaded information from God. And it just opened my eyes, and there's so much stuff that I want to tell you and share, but again, the videos will be long, and I'm only going to do little small baby steps at a time, because this is my Christian testimony, and it takes baby steps so I can get to the grand finale where I'm at now. Well, it's not grand finale, but where I'm at now, because I'm still learning. I'm still a student. But anyway, so hopefully you enjoyed the video. Please share, like, let me know what you think. If you have a similar testimony, I'd love to hear from it. Near-death experience, anything like that, I'd love to hear your side of the story. Well, thank you so much for spending time with me, and have a good evening. God bless you.